If you thought PS5 audio was bad, imagine what it looks like on Series X and Series S of Xbox. Oh wait, party chat output, headset, speakers, or both. Hell yeah, cue that intro. What is going on? Diamond Ice here, coming at you with another guide. And as I alluded in the video, party chat audio on Xbox Series X, Series S, and as well as the older generation Xbox, Xbox One, Xbox One X. The party chat is a bit easier here. What normally happens is, let's go to the main menu for party at least. You press the guide button once, you go over to your party. If you're in one, obviously if you actually have a party, you can actually go ahead and just go to your people. Go ahead and add yourself invite to a party. You'll be able to get that party up and running. And then I'll just go into my party I'm currently setting. You notice it says that you cannot find a microphone for these people. So unfortunately, one of the things I have found on Xbox Party is that you cannot use a lot of USB devices. So my $5 adapter I've used, nope, doesn't work. Astro Mixamp works to a certain extent. We'll get to that in a little bit. But if you notice, this is the party settings. You can mute them. You can do the audio increase on them. You can switch to party chat or game chat, especially if you're in the game of some sort. Voice overlay. This voice overlay will just basically show, similar to how it is in, like, let's say Discord as an example. It will show who is talking and who is not talking. And then you can change which location it will be in the bottom right, top, in the middle. And then you can change the transparency on it if you really do not want to see it on stream, or if it's in your recordings, or very little. Have it very little, or you want it seen all the time. Your choice. Now, once you have a headset plugged into your controller, that is the only way I have found to microphone to work on Xbox, is to plug it into the controller. It is a standard 3.5mm audio jack, so the TRRS, the one with four gold segments and three black rings. Those are the one is considered the TRRS adapters. Those are the ones with possibly either the headphones and the built-in mic, or inline mic, as most of them will be on. Once you have that plugged in, and in your party chat settings, you notice that if you go to options, you see the mute everyone, the switch to game chat, and then audio settings. These audio settings don't show if you don't have a headset plugged in, of course. So with these audio chat settings, you can disable or not the headset mic if you do not want to use it. Headset volume, which is very much appreciated. The chat mixer, party chat, of course, if you want to do more. Controller for game chat, same thing. And then, of course, if you really want to do mic monitoring, if you want to see how badly your audio of your own voice is, up to you. I leave it off. That's the main party system here. Well, if you go into the options, let's go to the main options. And then go over to general, and you go over to volume and audio output. There is a chat mixer section. You can technically reduce it automatically if you want. Otherwise, better off just doing nothing at this point. It'll be easier. Leave it at do nothing. And then this is the major kicker one. This party chat output. Now, this party chat output is much better than what is implemented on Sony's side of things on their PS5, PS4, yeah, those two consoles. In this one, at least in the volume options, you're able to swap and put in wherever you want the party chat to go to. You can go to your headset, you go to the speakers, or headset and speakers. Now, with these options, you are able to separate the party chat audio from Xbox and put it into as a dedicated audio track for your recordings. As I did in my PS5 party chat guide, I showed you guys a way to use the Elgato chat link or its knockoffs. You can do either or, and then you can use the line in of your computer. The computer itself, especially if it's a newer motherboard, the line in is blue. Now, if you have it running into a capture card, you technically, if it has audio outputs or inputs, you should be able to plug into those as well. You can plug it into the pink microphone inputs. Okay, let's go over a couple scenarios for audio on Xbox. So, with just the controller and let's say you have a headset plugged in, you are only able to get the party chat audio out of the, you can put it out of the speakers or headset and speakers, and then you will have a one mix audio. You'll have the party chat coming out and the game audio in one stream. To set that up in OBS, have the capture card set to output the desktop audio. Okay, scenario 2, you have the Xbox controller and you have the chat link cable. Now you're able to actually do the separate audio track, a dedicated recording party audio track from Xbox into your PC. At least for me, I would do it into the line-in port, as I stated in the previous scenario. A blue port is most commonly the line-in port in most motherboards nowadays. So, using the chat link cable, the TRRS goes into the controller. The female end is another TRRS, and that one allows you to plug in your headset into it so you can still chat and also listen to game audio and party chat through your headphones if you want. And then the longer end, the one with the 2 black rings and 3 gold segments, that is a standard 3.5mm audio cable. That is a TRS. Notice this, I only said R once. It is TRS. That one goes into the line-in port. And with that, you set the line-in port in as another auxiliary device in OBS, for example. That will allow you to have the party chat go over there as long as you have the party chat set to headset. Because the headset is to the controller, that is where you're going to be plugging it in. You'll be plugging it into. Do not pick speakers or headset and speakers. You will get duplicate audio, or you will not get the separate audio that you wanted. Scenario 3. This one is basically if you have the Astro Mixamp. Now, I have the Generation 1 Astro Mixamp, and it's supposedly only dedicated for PS4 audio. Either way, the Series X and Series S, at least for me, and I'm pretty sure with the older versions, my Astro Mixamp does not get recognized by the Xbox. So I cannot actually use it for mic inputs. I cannot use the game and voice knobs, but you can pass audio through it. So I don't know how useful that will be per se. That is up to you if you think it is. I find it was not useful for me. Okay, scenario 4. This is the Astro Mixamp with the chat link cable. Now, if you use the chat link cable in this scenario, it actually allows you to, whatever is happening to the audio on your Astro Mixamp, you can actually get an exact copy of it using the chat link cable or a standard 3.5mm cable from the stream port of the Astro Mixamp into the line in or the capture card mic input. So that way it will give a complete stream, chat and game audio, party chat audio. All of them is going to be in one mix in this case. So at least in the previous scenario where you didn't have the chat link, it doesn't make the Astro Mixamp useless in this case. I've just found, though, at least for me, my Mixamp isn't technically fully compatible. As you notice, I said that the microphone input does not work on my Gen 1 Mixamp. And I realized this because it does not be recognized by USB. Now, my Astro Mixamp is powered on and it works, but it doesn't get recognized by the microphone. So, in this case, mine is not fully compatible, but if you have a newer gen version of the Astro Mixamps, especially I think it was Gen 3 and Gen 4 TR versions, those ones allows firmware updates which do have support for USB audio, but you have to update it through a firmware update in the Astro Command Center. And with that, I think that is it. There is not really much else but party chat with this particular thing, only because it is so much easier, because on this side of things, the chat mixer and the options to separate and move the party chat audio to however you want it is much appreciated. Of course, having no microphone input, or no USB support, I meant to say. The no USB support for any adapters, USB audio adapters, other Astro Mixamps that is not the older gen Mixamps don't work. I think this is fun. This is good, actually. It is definitely not much of a headache as it is on PS5, as you notice in my previous video. So, hope to see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, hit me down below. Hit the comments down below if you need any more help. Or you can hit me up on Twitter at DiamondRice. I have to head out, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye.